Hey, what is up, everybody? We're back with another series coming on here for Fragadelphia 18. One of the last series of the day, and I've even opened up the predictions so that if anybody wants to try out and make some points, by all means, have some fun, just making some predictions. But today we have at least the last match series that I'm going to be streaming today, which is going to be Undone versus Anti-Eco Club. Now, I did get a chance to do the Anti-Eco Club earlier today, and I did enjoy watching them put up a pretty good show. We had some Sunk, some Zen, some Texas clutches there that came in. But the exciting one that we want to go ahead and kind of highlight here is our kind of older pro players, our Skadoodles, our Steels, our Modums, people that we've seen on all sorts of different teams, our Cloud9s, our EGs, our ATKs, just players that we've seen all around CZ and everything. And I'm just really, really excited to go ahead and get into one of these particular matches where we've got these really well-known pro players against this sort of not so well-known team in Anti-Eco Frag. Now, with that being said, let's kind of hop into some of the vetoes here. Looks like we got rid of Nuke and Vertigo. Anti-Eco Club elected to go with Ancient, so our first map that we're going to see here in a little bit is going to be Ancient. And then Undone went ahead and picked Inferno, so we've got Ancient Inferno. Then we got rid of Dust 2, got rid of Mirage, so our leftover is going to be Anubis. And if for all intents and purposes, I don't see us going all three maps, if I had to be perfectly honest. This particular series, just with all full disclosure, should go 2-0 to Undone, and then they can go ahead and move on in the particular series to play. Let's see who they would be playing if they move on from this one. The winner of NRG and Stan on Business, which looks like NRG did win the first map, and so currently the series on their map right now is 2-0 in the favor of NRG. And so with that being said, we're just waiting for our players to go ahead and finish warming up. But some of the other matches that we've won today, Shark Speed Might 2-1, looks like they put up a decent fight. And on Might, there's at least they've got DJ and Pwn alone, so they've got some pro players on their team. So that was definitely a match that should have gone, that can go three maps, all three maps. And so, Sharks won that one out. And then Take Flight beat not my mythic team. And so they won that one 2-0. So tomorrow we're going to see Sharks and Take Flight. And also keep in mind, if teams are losing these matches, they just go down into the lower bracket. So we're going to get a whole lot more Counter-Strike tomorrow as well from these particular matches. So just because you lose doesn't necessarily mean that you're out of the tournament. And then we've also had Party Astronauts, which if you were here for earlier for the stream, Party Astronauts took their 2-1 over Take Flight Kings. We do have Take Flight in this tournament as well, but we have Take Flight and Take Flight Kings. So Take Flight Kings go down to the lower bracket. And then currently we have Boss and What's for Dinner playing as we speak right now on one of the other streams, and NRG and Stand on Business as well. So this will be one of the last matches being streamed along with Fluffy Aimers and Roomba Peak. Roomba Peak is going to be, or Fluffy Aimers is going to be on another community stream. So if you guys want to check that out, that's going to be on another stream by, I think, the gentleman's name is Endies. So he's going to be streaming that one as well. So we are currently waiting for them to finish their warm-up, because right now they are currently doing some, warming up. Everybody's in the server. We're just waiting for it to start up. As soon as it starts up, I'm going to go ahead and hop on into it. But for everybody out there, I hope you definitely enjoy the stream. It's been an absolute pleasure, casting for everybody. Just getting to be here. It's been a while since I've been on camera, on stream, being able to do all this. I hope to do more in the future. I definitely want to do more in the future. So it's definitely been a pleasure. It's been a long day. Even though it's not a huge tournament, this is still, a lot of brain power, man time hours that's going to go into this. So I just wanted to say thank you for everybody that has been here, that's been hanging out. And we are going to go ahead, and after all those things, I'm going to go ahead and hop into the game here, and we're going to have all the fun. So here we go. We have Undone versus Anti-Eco Club. We're just going to go ahead and hop into the match. Anti-Eco Club going ahead and taking some cat control here and working their way up. Undone is just going to go ahead and just kind of give up that middle control. But as I've said before, Ancient is definitely a map that you want to take as much middle as possible. That's where you're going to win or lose the maps. But we have this full lurk from Chop who's just moving up mid. And everybody's inside dark. They're just kind of sitting there, and they're going to go ahead and come on out from dark. And Bottom's just going to go ahead and take the first kill here. He's going to go ahead and rack himself up 3 kills. Get himself a nice little triple kill. Jared's coming back. He's got that flank that came on around. And Chop is going to... He's not quite ready to reveal himself yet. He's just going to let Bottom just kind of do Bottom things. And let him get the ace. All right, Bottom. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. You got your ace. Good job. All right. Well, that was a great starting pistol round. So the opening pistol round goes to Undone, and all 5 kills go to Bottom. Congratulations. As we sit here with a timeout, or what appears to be a timeout, from somebody, because I'm not entirely sure who took it. Or is it a tech timeout? Not sure. Well, that's a way to start off the game with 5 kills to your name, 485 ADR. That's a stat line to boost for yourself. The only reason you didn't get all 500s because Steel somehow did 15 damage, and but you got all 5 kills. Didn't even give anybody an assist. Just started popping heads. Proud of you. All right, after that timeout, let's go ahead and move on with a half buy from Anti-Eco Club. No armor, just some upgraded pistols. And CZ's could have been shot in the back had they not just sat there behind the smoke, but I can totally understand why you're going to do that. And then the rest of Anti-Eco Club is going to sit behind this particular wall here and just wait to see if anybody pushes up. Steel takes a deagle shot. Still manages to survive. And does get taken down, but it looks like they're about to get swarmed over here. Everybody that's over here on mid-elbow is just going to try to clean it up and might have the opportunity to get a bomb plant down. Just might have an... Yeah, they're just going to give him A-site and let the bomb get planted. That's... Not entirely sure why they just left A-site knowing that. Texas is going to go ahead and rack himself up a kill. And the bomb plant. M4 for his consolation prize. Throw it away. You know, why not? And they can't get the M4 back. Not the worst play in the world, that's for sure. Knowing that he wasn't going to necessarily win that fight in a 1v3, even with the M4, he has no armor, and he can't really run away with it. He'd rather just have an AK in the next round. I'm okay with that play. Setting up for our first rifle round from Anti-Eco Club. Missed Molly allows them to move on, but that nade just did way more damage than it should have. And Taggy just kind of gets caught up there with the Molly inside of Cave. But CZ's going to get pushed off of Catwalk there. He's going to have to reposition himself. Steel's got the Mag 7, but is only good for 1. And at this point, with the armor and the MP9, he doesn't have much to live up to. Maybe get that AK and go ahead and save and, you know, run away with that one. And just be happy. Go ahead and just, you know, elect to grab the kit and elect to save at this point. Highly doubt it's going to go for that. If there was somebody there, he might have elected to go for, especially knowing that he's got a kid. He still has about 30 seconds left in the on the bomb ticking, but it's not worth it. Just go ahead and save, move on, let it go. Realize that aggressive push from Anti-Eco Club just somehow just didn't work out. That was more of like a bonus round, if you want to call it that. But it is good to see people like Modem and Steel here on the screen, Chop, and apparently Taggy. I guess Skadoodle's not there. I guess there's a stand-in of Taggy. But overall, it's good to see all these guys here. Whether Steel is casting or he's playing, it's still good to see. The side select for the op. ADWP is getting thrown around. AKs all over the place for Anti-Eco Club. And here we go. On to round 4. Zen trying to get a little bit of mid control. Throws the molly for Xbox, but elects not to push through that. And again, they're just going to do a full rush onto Dark and absolutely gets destroyed. Only kills from Texas in there, and, you know, Taggy goes down, but overall, 20 seconds in the round, we're in a 1v4, and Zen's got nothing else he can do except run around, make footsteps, and try to get a kill or two. Not entirely sure what's happening here, but, I mean, you know, it's something. But as I said in the beginning of the stream, or in the beginning of before the round started, this particular matchup should be a 2-0 series for Undone. Should. And I don't see Anti-Eco Club getting too many rounds here. Could get lucky and maybe Undone push up and overextend too much, but overall, this should not be a map series that goes too heavily in the Anti-Eco Club's direction. But I said that about my last match with Party Astronauts and Take Flight, and unfortunately, I was proven wrong. Whereas, you know, they came back and won one of their maps, and then, you know, made me eat my words, you know, honestly. But it's fine. Everything's fine. We're here. Chop's going to go and flash his way into ramp and maybe take a little bit of control here. Sneak on by. Get two kills from behind. 3 kills. Fall back. Can't even trade those kills. And next thing you know, they're down to again 2v5 with 30 seconds into the round. Can't get anything done. I mean, that was a good move on Chop's side, but knowing how they play, it was just something where I guess they're just taking full advantage of it, and they got caught literally with, you know, behind his back, turned around. I mean, it was a good push by Zen. It was a good push by Sunk, getting 3 kills there together, you know, between the two of them, and you either take it slow, you take it fast, try to take control of the site. But unfortunately, there's just too many bodies to shoot, and the spray control, as much as it was there, it was just too much for them to handle. But overall, I got to say that they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job trying to keep this competitive, not let the economy get too far out of control from the perspective of Undone, so that they are at least making it expensive, right? Because they haven't had a ton of people survive these rounds, and so it's good to see that they are at least not just rolling over. Waiting for JCR to take a head off. There we go. That's what we were looking for. That was the kind of shot we wanted to see. Unfortunately, you can't recover that gun, but at least it's something. Push up here in mid. A is wide open right now. Waiting for Steel to even up the ranks here, but he's not ready for a second player to be here. Sunk and Jared both get kills. There's another player on long, but they're not ready for that one. Taggy's trying to do what he can in here to hold them back, but I mean, at this point, yeah, CZ just was ready in red room and is just ready for them to losing the bomb there in mid, wide open. Sunk gets the kill, and now we're down to a 1v2, you know, in the favor of Anti-Eco. And Taggy's just left with an MP9, no kit on his back, and would maybe like to upgrade the bomb a little bit. Or, I mean, not upgrade his gun a little bit, but he's in no position to do that, and he's on the other side of the world from them. I mean, they're throwing smokes down. That about half the bomb is going to be gone by the time he realizes that it's been planted and he gets there. That's assuming he runs. He's not going to run. I mean, honestly, he's going to maybe grab a deagle, grab a gun. No, he didn't even grab the deagle. And Sunk just ends his life right there. But I mean, there was just no way. I mean, he got fooled thinking that they were going to go to the A site, and they just rewrapped and went to B. But then, you know, you ask yourself, okay, well, if he went to B and then they went over to A, it's like, what was he thinking? You know, clearly they're going to rotate, knowing that he's there, and you know, all these questions go through your head, all these things, you know, happen. But unfortunately, you just have to make a decision, commit to it, and he tried and didn't quite work out. So Undone are left to just whatever they can afford. I mean, they were Steel is able to still afford an op. So there's an M4 in play, there's an MP9, an AWP, and then 2 5.7s. This is going to be an interesting round for sure. And as far as util damage, yeah, there's definitely been a decent amount, 100 and 123. So there's been a decent amount of util damage here thrown out as of late. And Steel just right there with the op, and honestly, Anti-Eco Club is probably wondering how they're able to afford an op, and probably wasn't expecting Steel to still be able to afford one. And so they might be a little confused because you know, from the Anti-Eco Club's perspective, they're probably thinking that they're on pistols and that they should be on an eco right now, where there's way too much utility being dropped and there's way too much artillery for them to think that. But CZ realizes that red is wide open and is not entirely sure if he wants to take this fight yet. And Steel's blinded off the angle and gets his head taken off by Jared. They don't really want to push past this too much. Taggy gets his own kill. Chop takes the head off of Jared. And in a round that shouldn't have been lost to this degree, has suddenly turned out to be, through the smoke, Chop just gets his kills. I just, one of those situations that shouldn't have happened. Recovered an AWP, 2 AKs, and you literally just got everything for free. And now Anti-Eco Club just had everything they needed, and now they're relegated down to pistols. This is one of those situations that you question yourself, ultimately wondering, hey, how did we get here, right? But you know, it's fine. Everything's fine, right? Everything's fine. Maybe we can get a few more of those, I don't know, JCR shots out with 1Ds. Everyone's just trying to do their little part here. Steel went ahead and just, you know, did Steel things. Alright, that was the fight I was looking for. Uh-oh, Sunk got his kill. Pushing through. He knows one's on A site. Should be able to hear everybody else coming. But he's trapped. He is trapped. The only one left is Jared. Honestly, had he gotten one, he might have been able to get a second one, but Sunk should have been able to get that first one there. But unfortunately, his crosshair, spray controlled, wasn't in the right place. Jared's now wondering if he can get onto B site and plant. But Chop can see this angle, and did he see his head? Did he see a head there? Maybe he did. I think he saw his head there. Okay, so he did see it. It just he was moving around in a way that didn't appear that he saw it, but he did see it, and he called everybody over because I could see that everyone was starting to move over even before the pin got pulled or the flash got thrown. So, good job on Undone for not losing too many lives there. Chop sitting on 13 kills. Not bad. Modem's only gotten 3 kills since that opening pistol round, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It's a team sport. Not everybody has to frag out. Not everybody has to, be a Monacy and just top frag every single game or a donk. But, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everybody can go and contribute in their own ways, whether it's flashes or smokes or just do damage. I'm usually the type of person that'll have a lot of damage but won't have any kills. Uh-oh. We got the fight in mid. Jared gets his kills and Steel gets his kills. Steel, nice shot from him. Nice readjustment from looking over that elbow and coming on down to the stairs. But Zen wants to push this smoke, but look at this. Look at Sunk pushing through. Steel's not ready for this. Knife him. Knife him. Knife him. Was not ready for that. Sunk heard the smoke there. Knows there's one inside Donut. They can smoke that off. They should be able to plant. And positions himself properly, blows the smoke open, and then JCR gets the final kill there. That was an incredible series of events of what happened there. Some way, somehow, Zen gets behind there, gets the kill onto, or Sunk gets behind inside Temple through A, gets the kill onto Steel, throws the molly down, hears that, and then realize that both people are inside Temple. They turn a 2v4 and make it as advantageous for themselves as possible. That was an absolutely amazing series of events there. I really wish I had a way to replay it back, but I don't, so I apologize. And then 2 people inside a cave, but unfortunately was only able to good for 1. But Taggy does get the trade back, which is pretty much ultimately what you need, because if both people lost their lives there, then that'd be ultimately the ace, not really the ace side, because Steel's still there, but Steel's here with the off, ready for whatever might, come about, because he's only looking at one angle. Is he ready for this? And that happened so fast, I don't even know if I could have clicked the button fast enough. Jared is on something else right now. I'm not sure if he knows they're both here, but gets dinked and still Modem's contributing. Might think there's somebody there, and Modem pulls it off. There's no reason for that. Oh, Sunk thought he could have actually come through and not been aware of this. He was trying to get the wraparound, but oh my gosh, Modem pulled it off. I didn't think he was going to get more than 1, but he got 2, and then turns around and gets Sunk, who's trying to walk to the smoke. And I like the play, I like the mindset behind it, but wow, it bit him in the butt. And Modem saved Undone from, well, all the work they've done. Come Undone. I'm done. I'm gonna shut up now, because clearly I'm missing all the action here. And in this pretty much eco round, we've Anti-Eco Club pretty much just succumbed that last round and said, okay, you can have the 8th. Let's go ahead and eco, try to get a kill or 2. It ended so fast that I didn't even have a chance to change POVs and actually look at what was going on there. So that was probably a 20-25 second round. Didn't even go the full distance there for not even get to a minute. But it's fine. Everything's fine. It worked out. Ultimately, we got there. All right, last round of the half for Undone and Anti-Eco Club. And Sunk just decided to leave us. I don't know. He said, bye. I don't want to be here no more. Their top fragger just said, nah, I quit. I'm going home. I'm going to go to the pub and grab me a pint. You guys can finish playing. But honestly, if you look at all the rounds, they've only planted the bomb twice this whole time. The first time it was round 2 and they got defused, and the second time was round 3 and it blew up. Every other round has pretty much just been, a deathmatch lobby, like where we're just killing each other, right? That's pretty much where we're at right now. Yeah. I don't know. one of those things where, you know, I just wonder, you know, where would we be at if this was CSGO? That really doesn't go through my brain a lot. Just wonder. All right, so Sunk is back. And their top frag is back. But if we look at the other side, Chop's on 13 kills, Modem's on 11. You know, our boy Steel's at 9. Everyone's doing something. Everybody's contributing in some form or fashion. Right? Get a little bit of mid control here. Play the anti-flash roll. Boost up. Run through the molly. Realize that he can get a couple kills. And voila. Get caught off guard by Zen. Taggy can go ahead and hear this. Get caught off by JCR. And there's still one person on every side. And Steel goes ahead and presents himself in a fashion that warrants danger. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. Which now leaves Chop over here to hear everything. They said, go A. No, go B. No, go A. Steel's over there in red room. They still don't know where Chop's at. That's the problem. That was a nice shot. Didn't connect. He knows he's there. Knows he's in the corner. Sees the shadow. Can he peek fast enough? Chop aware that he could be inside Donut with him. And Steel's stuck in a clutch. And gets his head taken off by Zen there to end the round. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, that was a fun series of events. Undone win 2, Anti-Eco clip 1. So for every 2 rounds that Undone won, Anti-Eco would win, and they'll just went back and forth to give us this 4-8 half that we have. So Undone won the first pistol round. Let's go ahead and see who's going to win the second pistol round. And the strat of dualies on the CT side is going to come in handy, but unfortunately I'm not entirely sure what side of the map that they should actually go on, because there's certain maps where I feel like they would actually be good. I mean, this is a good place to put them, but it looks like Undone are electing to wait for the fake. Dink on the Zen. Just play around with this fake. But everything's actually over here on this other side of the map. CZ does lose his life. Chops goes in and takes JCR out. Taggy's trying to play around with this here. Barrett's not able to get the kills with the dualies. And then ultimately the Steel Lurk goes ahead and pays off. Finally activates the trap card. He comes on in and helps win the round for his team. So both pistol rounds go to Undone, which helps them upgrade to Galils, Mac 10s. Any AKs? No, still can't afford one. You get a Galil. You get a Galil. Everybody gets a Galil. So 2 Mac 10s and 3 Galils. Eh. I've seen worse. As CZ pushes up, he's aware that somebody could be inside Donut. Oh, just jumps into the molly and can't get out of the molly. That was a good spreading molly, by the way, especially where he threw it. Texas with a dink, and you know, just trying to use his silence USP to. Woo! That was pretty. That made me shiver a little bit. Good job, Jared. And Undone's just a little bit afraid to take some map control. They're still just kind of waiting around, knowing that Anti-Eco Club are on a are on like a half buy. I just don't want to like unnecessarily lose any more life than they've already lost, right? It's a situation where they've already lost 2 players, they're down a Galil, and they're hitting some shots right now. All right, that's fine. Some health was lost, but keeping the loss of life to only 2 is probably the best thing you could ask for in that situation. Again, you're playing against people that have reasonably good aim for the level of Counter-Strike that we're playing. And so you don't want it to get too out of control. Yeah, they've taken about 4 rounds off of you, but again, you don't want to make it any more economically hurting than it already is. So even though mid control is being taken, flashed over, pushes Texas off the angle, waiting for that catwalk push. And right now it's just a bunch of util being traded, and Hagi is ready for that Zen push. Not entirely sure it's the smartest play, but Zen doing that got him information that CZ was ready for. Steel gets his kill from the push down ramp, and the last player alive is going to be Mr. Sunk, who is, well, just disconnected from the action. He's just not sure where to go. And he would like to, I don't know, get a kill, do something, be impactful. I don't think CZ was ready for that one, but you know, he got there, he did it, did the damage, did the thing. And it's forcing Anti-Eco Club to... I mean, Jared's going ahead and forcing up. Is everybody else forcing? I guess they're... Instead of electing to save for a tie, they're just going to go ahead and elect for a bunch of MP9s and hope for the best. Maybe do a nade stack on elbow. I mean, they got the first kill. They go opening kill. That's what you're looking for. Just don't get too aggressive here, JCR. Like, you want to, but just chill out. Just relax there a little bit, buddy. A little bit of chip damage onto Steel. Modem goes ahead and does his thing. But they go ahead and upgrade to an AK, and then they're going to join the fight. So Sunk is reaping the rewards of his actions. But I mean, there's still a lot of damage done. I mean, Modem is low, Chop's the one left alive, and they're in a 2v3 clutch situation. And everybody just dies one at a time. Leave Zen here with no kit, the opportunity to nice. Clutch up in a 1v2 for Mr. Zen, looking for the bomb, realizing it's on the other side of the pillar, and was just in the right place at the right time. You push through the smoke, because smokes are not walls, but push through the smoke and realize that I don't know. I don't know what that did. But I did it. Anyways, push the smoke and realize that smokes just aren't walls. Texas putting himself in position to get inside Donut in case they push through there. But Undone like to just go over to B-side ramp, and there's nobody here. And the push through cave only nets him one. And now they're in a 3v4 situation, but Undone still aren't pushing onto B site. They're just afraid there's more people here. I mean, they had the site for free. CZ is electing to push back instead of getting more mid control. And you've given Anti-Eco Club enough time to rotate around and get in a position to stop you. I mean, clearly you don't have the information I have. But it just makes you wonder, like, you knew that 2 people pushed through cave. At most, there'd be 1 more person on B site. You doubt that they would stack it in a round like this. So it would be a 3-on-1 at most. Sunk pulls some util or a knife out for some weird reason. Wasn't ready for that fight. There's just no way that Anti-Eco Club are going to be able to break through this defense and get back onto site. This is about to be the 12th round right here. I mean, everybody's just clicking on all cylinders. And now it's 12-5. There's 7 match points. And they decided to take a tactical timeout. All the way down to the match point. And here we are. So ultimately, we have a situation where Undone pretty much are doing Undone things. And Anti-Eco Club just really don't have an answer. They haven't really been able to, like, really stop them in their tracks. I mean, they've had a few rounds here, a few rounds there. They've been able to, you know, push some smokes, change up the meta a little bit. But ultimately, they're just not really... They're just not hitting their shots. They're not there. Like, they are trying, but it seems like they're just... Undone is a little bit quicker to the trigger than Anti-Eco Club is. And, you know, Texas has 32 ADR to his name, and he just hasn't really been available. But, like, Zen has been picking up. Sunk has been picking up. I've said Jared's name a couple times. Like, it's just one of the situations where we've seen some things happen, but ultimately it's just not enough has been happening, right? And so here we are with this match point situation, and it's not like it can't happen, but I don't foresee the comeback happening in this iteration on this map with where we're at mentally. Now, they can prove me wrong. I'm more than happy for them to prove me wrong. But that's not where we're at right now. Now, normally I would say this is a tack timeout, but it doesn't feel like a tack timeout. It's taking way longer than a normal 30 seconds. I think everything's good now. There we go. All right, we're back in the business now. All right, let's see if this is the last round or if Anti-Eco Club put up another fight. Normal default setup. Chop with the blind kill on the JCR. 4 more kills, and this particular map is done. Unless Anti-Eco Club choose to say something different and reverse tactics. Alright, CZ moves up to get a little bit of real estate here, get inside red room. Makes a jump. I'm not sure that was heard. But Zen is ready for the particular push in case that happens. And Sunk is in a very tight spot, ready for anybody who decides to push through. But I'm not entirely sure they're going to be ready for that fight. Looks like they still want to hit that B site. There's 2 people inside red room as they decide to, group up together and put themselves in a position of not ready for that angle. But is Zen ready for a second person to be here? No, he's not. There he goes. He loses his life. And they overwhelm that B site, and it's all left to Texas to clutch. No kits. About 2/3 of his life left. And in a post-plant situation where he's been smoked out, about 10 seconds going to be gone. By the time that smoke is faded, he's not even sure if the bomb planter has left. And this crossfire situation is impossible. That was just too much to ask for in that situation from Texas to be able to pull that off. So congratulations to Undone for getting the first map under their belt. And as I said before, the second map is going to be... what did I say before? I apologize. The second map is going to be Inferno. So I'm going to take a very short break so we can go ahead and get that all set up. But I'll be right back, guys, and we will have Inferno when we come back in just a second, y'all.
I never had anyone else before. I don't even want you to walk out the door. Even when I'm feeling helpless, I know that I will get my last kiss, but that still hurts me to my core. Thinking about you when I'm all alone. Shadows creeping on the floor. Feel like I'm hopeless. I wanna know what comes next. I just...
All right, welcome back, and we are going to hop right into the next map of Inferno. All right. Oh, God. Now, Inferno was picked by Undone, so Anti-Eco Club did pick Ancient, but this one was picked by Undone, so they're going to start on the T side of Inferno, and Undone's electing to just go straight up banana and just bully Anti-Eco Club. But there are two more people here. Are they ready for two more people to be here is the question. They were ready, and a couple people lost their life, but ultimately they did what they had to do. Lastly on to Sunk here to try to go ahead and, you know, maybe clutch it up. He's got some armor. Not entirely sure. He might be able to take one with him at this point. But both people are sitting new box. Usually you expect one to be there, but not two. Yeah, I don't think he was ready for two people to be there. But CZ was sitting banana. I don't think he was ready for Modem and Steel to be there, because it just kept jiggling, and it's not a particular position you expect two people to be in. But with that being said, this is Undone's third pistol round they've won in the series, and so electing to go with the rifles and 3 MAC-10s. They're probably just gonna abuse banana again, get full car control. Get mollied out. It's fine. Everything's fine. Modem's over here with the AK. Oh, pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Fine. He knows they're over here. He wants to shoot him. Sunk wants to push you the smoke so bad. He's like, because he knows they're there. Texas should be fine right there. Oh, he saw a head. I think he saw a head. Yep, and they're just going to go ahead and bully onto that B site. Modem over here is just waiting for them to rotate. I'm just not giving them anything. I think, are they all just going to sit on A site and just not give them the kills? They're just all kind of waiting for something to happen. Something. And then Mom said, okay, bye. And now they're going to go hunting. Here they go. They're going hunting. Jared, okay. Okay. This is going to be an expensive round. That. Oh, Jared. Jared. That was awesome. At least he got one for the highlight reel, that's for sure. And for your consolation prize, you get a Mac 10. Yay. Is this a full buy? Yeah, it's going to go ahead and be a full buy for Anti-Eco Club. Jared collects a little bit of money for his troubles and worries and woes. AK's all over the place for Undone, except for CZ, who gets himself a Galil. And Jared elects to go ahead and move on up into apartments. And everybody holds. Sunk up close to this half wall with the MP9. A very dangerous situation if you're not ready for this angle. Everyone's just exchanging... Everybody's just exchanging util. They know the second player's here because he had to get boosted up here. But Sunk has to fall off the angle. Still choosing to fight. Going to the smoke. He's not ready for the flash. And that's the B site wide open. But because of the pistol round, they're not entirely sure they want to just go ahead and force up here. And then no one clears back here. So they feel like they should be comfortable enough to push onto site. JCR is going to go around. Is he ready for a second player to be here? Yes. The answer is yes. Because they didn't get any kills there. And JCR decides to fall off. Had there even been one kill there, and they take down Modem, there's an opportunity there where in a 2v2, you can go ahead and pick up the attempt to retake the site. But a 1v3 versus a 2v2 is a whole different situation. It's not one that JCR wants any part of right now. He just says he wants to try to keep his gun. Jared can rebuy, Zen can rebuy, and Sunk and Sunk can just, buy whatever he's got left over. But they still have money. See, Jared's got 6,200, Zen has 5K. It's still a feasible round. JCR can drop over an M4, and everybody else can buy. So it's still an okay round. It's not bad. You have a kit. You have some util. There you go. JCR drop over the M4. Everybody can buy up. And it's still a manageable round. So him staying alive kept them having a more manageable round. Everybody throwing AKs around over on the Undone side. Talk things over, go ahead and discuss some strats, and There's an MP9 on Texas, but that's fine. I mean, he's still got util. That's all that matters. Full belt on everybody, except for JCR, but that's fine. Totally fine. Electing to go with a little bit more of a second mid aggressive push here. JCR doesn't spot too much. CZ wants to go ahead and get some more banana control. Modem looks to go ahead and get down towards Boiler. Knows one is right next to him. Or somewhere. It's easy to get taken down there on Banana. Looks like it was through the smoke as well. So right now the man advantage is for Anti-Eco Club, and Undone are trying to break open this brackets control and get something going, but little do they know they're running into a stack. There's already 3 people here from Anti-Eco Club ready to pounce as soon as they make any sort of presence known. Only, unfortunately, though, they don't have any presence on the arch side, and they may not be ready for this. Jared's ready. Jared's always ready. And somehow Modem is still in apartments, not coming out to do things. He wants to finish that kill off. He wanted to finish that kill off, but Texas was stuck behind the smoke, so had he gotten that kill a little bit faster, he might have been able to reposition himself and get ready for that potential smoke push. But it just didn't quite work out, and Texas wins out that fight. So Anti-Eco Club get their first round on the board. A little bit sooner than the last time, but it's fine. Here we are. Once you start to pick up on the tactics of your opponent, you start to make the proper adjustments, and the chess match starts to go back and forth. At least that's the idea behind it. Texas with the first opening kill goes the way of Anti-Eco Club, putting him in a nice little 3v5 situation. Jared gets a pick of his own, 2 of them, and he gets his third. And we call that a full house, 3-2. Enough of the poker terms with Texas Poker Hold'em. All right, that's it. I'm done. Jared's up to 11, while his teammates, Mr. JCR and Mr. Zen, have yet to post a kill on this particular half, or this particular map. And then Mr. CZ also has yet to post a kill himself. But it's fine. Again, there's plenty of Counter-Strike to play, guys. That's for sure. Full B rush. Full B rush. I'm gonna create that a nursery rhyme one of these days. Util's flying over B. Defensive smoke placed up here by Texas. And he's supported by Sunk, who was able to get 2 of his own. Knows there's somebody else here. But Steel with the kill. Waiting for his teammates to get here. Steel's in an awkward place. He has the bomb on his back, but they're pushing up. I was gonna say they're pushing a Banana to go ahead and box him in, but JCR just goes ahead and takes the fight themselves with his USP and said, "Well, I'm dry. Let me go ahead and pull my sidearm out," and goes ahead and wins that fight for his team. So, first 3 rounds go to Undone. The next 3 rounds go to Anti-Eco Club, and here we are. Still have 2 players on the server yet to post a kill, but it's fine. Right? Everything's fine. Jared is 12-2. Jared is 12-2.
It's actually hard to believe, honestly. And now Undone are relegated down to the pistols. And they are absolutely smoked off from everything that they could possibly see. Mid, bottom, banana. Somehow we get some random kills that just come out because people pushed up a little too far. And then we wait. Sit around. Wait for the action to take place. Trying to figure out what they want to do. And Undone are just sitting here wondering which way do we go. If they hit this B site, then there's only one person here to defend it, and Sunk is just left with a flash. Could be a defensive flash. But he's not going to be too terribly ready for this fight. He's going to see Yuto coming over. He's got his one flash. And Modem takes his head off. But they do call for reinforcements. He's about to tell him the bomb's going down. And now you're smoked out of sight. This retake's not going to be easy, that's for sure. I mean, Steel with the kill. I mean, JCR's with the AWP. It's not the best gun to... Not the best gun to try to use to retake. I didn't see that retake happening all too smoothly. And, I mean, I would have personally made the call to not go for that retake, just so you have the ability to reset, keep your money in a decent place. I mean, yeah, they had 3 rounds in a row, so they can rebuy and reinvest, but it just seemed like a situation where you have no information, you're smoked out of the site, and you don't entirely know where everybody's at. See, if he would have shot the first time and not gone to the second window, he probably would have had a chance to... nice molly. Nobody's watching, it's fine. Might have actually had a chance to kill Chop, but unfortunately, he just decided to reposition himself, but I don't think he was ready for someone to be that far away. That was a nice nade. Okay. Not only did it get Taggy down to half HP, but it also was able to pull the trigger. Oh, he could have gotten a couple more kills there. If only he knew where they were at. Texas is definitely putting in some work over here. Zen's ready for that new box pick. There we go. They know somebody's in dark. And as he moves up to try to get some more information, he knows someone's there. He's trying to give himself a chance to... Oh, Zen through the smoke. I think that was just a random tag. It wasn't ready. Oh, there was a chance. Oh, there was a chance they had on that particular round to come in. It just, unfortunately, because Zen got the kill through the smoke, but they just couldn't quite... It's either you pick trying to kill the pool guy, or you pick trying to kill the dark guy. You can't do both. And unfortunately, it just came back to bite him in the butt, and they didn't have a way to really get back in too well. Well, this is going to be a pistol round. Are they just going to run straight up mid? They're just going to run straight down mid, and hopefully they can get some kills here. And that smoke is... I'm not entirely sure if that was their smoke or if that was the T smoke, but that smoke hurt them more than it helped them. Yeah, that was a CT smoke. That was a CT smoke. So they threw the smoke for that to try to block it off, and it actually did more it did more hurt than it did help. Because ultimately they couldn't see ramp, and then when they try to go look down banana, they can't see down banana. So it didn't help them in any direction, and it honestly just gave the T's a better angle to be able to shoot them. It was a good thought. It was a good idea. Just didn't... It wasn't executed well. Alright, so we're back to the default. We got an AWP on JCR, everybody else on M4s. Reasonable amount of util, so they have some defense here. Keep them off banana. Molly's burning. Smoke's up. Nades being thrown around. JCR gets a kill. Looks like he was just dry peeking through here. Is Modem going to be ready for somebody this close? Is he ready for this second player, though? That fight should have been... That should not have happened. No, he should have come through sooner and should have re-peaked it and traded that out a little bit sooner. I'm not upset, but the fact that he did that when he did that after he threw the molly, that was just an unfortunate series of events. And we wouldn't be in the position we'd be in if had he done that. JCR comes around the corner to peek, and I know that Modem was ready potentially for a second fight, but I don't think he was ready for that angle. You typically don't play two people in apartments right there. Usually there's an extra player on balcony, but not right there that close. But it's fine. Everything's fine. We're just going to move on to the next round. And at this point, Anti-Eco Club just pretty much have to force up every single round. Like, they can't even attempt to give them the 8th round and do what they're doing. And Jared's going to try to push up through the smoke. Try to catch him off guard. Not ready for that one. Steel was able to protect him there. Get that going. Sunk gets his kill through the smoke, picks up an AK and upgrades himself. And 30 seconds in the round, they go ahead and put themselves in a very nice 4v3 situation. And reset. JCR is really, really far down mid. Can pretty much see everything he needs to see. And we have fights going on down here on A. Trying to get themselves out of apartments. They know one more person's here. Texas with a nice little headshot. Coming down to Steel, who's trying to get onto site and not able to flick over. And Texas goes ahead and rakes up 2 himself with the MP9. And is not able to upgrade his MP9 to a better gun, but it's fine. Free AWP, free AK, that's all that matters. And everybody's fine. At least he's able to get a full belt of utility and maybe get a 5th round on the board. Honestly, there's a world where Anti-Eco Club can go ahead and, you know, get themselves one more round and, you know, maybe take a pick away, the map pick away from Undone. Go ahead and push down, you know, Banana and get yourself in a pretty decent situation. Sees the scope, takes out Steel, takes out Taggy, knows the bomb's here, but CZ's down to 18 health and has to get the bomb back. Modem's over here doing Modem things. JCR said no. And now it's left up to Chop and CZ, who's pretty much the walking wounded, down to 18 health. And they've got to know that they're here. JCR with a nice little tap on the Chop. And last shot onto CZ, giving them the 5th round. I mean, Anti-Eco Club, go ahead and show up here. And that's after Undone win both, you know, win win the pistol round, manage to pull 5 back and in their favor, and they can go into the T side, you know, with a little bit more confidence. I mean, if it was a 9-3, 8-4, it'd be a little more difficult. But, I mean, honestly, you win this pistol round, which you haven't done yet, but you win this pistol round, get a bomb plant, upgrade to, you know, AKs and Galils, you can easily make it a 7th and tie the game up. They like to go into apps, and 4 people are going straight down into banana, and CZ just goes ahead with his dualies and says, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and do everything myself. And they still got the bomb down. So with the bomb plant, at least they got the money. But it's a 3v5 situation with the retake from Undone, trying to go ahead and get this kill on him. But there's 4 people coming down to banana. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Alright, good try. If you're Modem and you're hitting shots like that, you don't even have to worry about it. It's like, okay, I got this. Just very, very clean shots from Modem there onto the heads. Just dink, dink, dink. I mean, Modem's up to 18 kills right now. I mean, he's having a heck of a game right now. But with the bomb plant means that they can go ahead and, you know, buy rifles. Again, you get the MAC-10s, you get the Galils, you have a little bit of utility, but you elect for the artillery over the guns, over the utility. You elect the artillery over the utility, and you can go ahead and make it work. You just got to make sure you hit heads. We have 3 people sitting down mid, getting flashed off the angle. Steel gets his kill. They want to trade it back so bad, but they're smoked off right now. That was a good defensive smoke from Undone. Right now they're very spread out. And CZ's pushed up banana pretty far. And they're not electing to push through it just yet. Looks like he wants to. But if Anti-Eco Club keep up with this, they are pushing into the stack. There are 3 people here from Undone on site. And Zen just can't get through the smoke. But Texas is just doing everything himself. Texas has himself a 3K. Not if CZ has something to say about it. I mean, Texas is on for the ace. Ace clutch to go ahead and keep his team in the round. Fortunately, it's not meant to be. No bomb plants means no buy into this round. And is Anti-Eco Club going to just half buy into some deagles here? Maybe a little bit of utility. Texas can afford at least some armor. But I mean, what is armor? What is armor without head armor going to do against A1S's though? Oh, absolutely blind. That was a great flash from Steel. And that nade just absolutely ate up JCR. I mean, Sunk was able to get 2 of his own, little consolation prize, make a little bit of money, or at least pay back the deagle that you just bought. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Those nades just absolutely ate everybody up in mid. The flashes were perfect. The support flashes. Everyone was just doing what they're supposed to do. There's just so much happening that it just seems like Anti-Eco Club just don't have the answer for anything. Trying to get some control, some semblance of a round going here. But the flashes are on point. The defensive smokes are being deployed properly. The jumps aren't getting missed. I mean, that's not something you want to do every single day, is, you know, miss things like that. And as that smoke dissipates, looks like Jared and JCR want to move up and get a little bit of control. And then Texas is trying to sell this fake over here. Move up a little bit. Sunk's going to see what he can do over here on Banana. But it doesn't look like anybody's home right now on A, because everyone's just hiding. They're just tucking in. They realize that, you know, they don't have to take these fights. You know, Taggy's sitting over here in pit, just playing defensive. And they're pushing up through brackets. But they have no information. Undone just know that there's utility here, but they don't know how many players are actually here. Oh my gosh, Zen. I mean, it was a good crossfire, but there's just no way that you don't look down in pit. Yes, I realize that, you know, mini pit and pit, you know, you got to look at both angles, but right now it's just you kind of need Jared to activate at this point, because you've left Sunk all alone by himself trying to fight his battles. You need Jared to activate, but it's just it was too little too late. They know that he's in church, and they know he's coming around. Almost could have gotten the kill, but it didn't make sense. Like, Jared is so far detached from the fight. He needed to be there to help his team. All right. So at this point, from here on out, Anti-Eco Club are forced to just force up every single round with max loss bonus. Trying to make something happen. They hear all the jumping coming around. Steals in apartments, goes ahead and gets the first opening kill here. Jared saw the shadow, knows someone's there, so they know the two are here. Leaves JCR. Takes a little bit of knee damage. Sunk's trying to get a little bit of control here. Might get this kill onto, never mind, onto CZ. Gets a couple bullets off, but gets out with his life. And CZ wants to re-engage, but is ready for this fight. But unfortunately, Anti-Eco Club in a 3v5 just aren't. I don't see a world where they can get back into this one. I mean, Texas takes way too much damage. And Chop just finishes everything off. And that's what I mean by being in a position to be able to trade. Like, everybody on Undone is putting themselves in positions to win, to be successful. And right now, you know, Anti-Eco Club, they haven't really shown that they can keep up this particular fight for too long, right? It's just, their formula for success just isn't working. Zen just hasn't been there. I haven't really been able to say his name too much. And yeah, Jared's got some kills, but it's just not working out. There's just too many people that are going off on their own doing things, and they're not able to trade the kills. But at the same time, I'm going to give credit to Undone, where, you know, they have really good support flashes. They have a lot of good defensive smokes, and Texas is ready for that fight. Puts a little bit of damage onto Chop, and he's the last one left. And that's the first round they've won this half. I mean, they have 6 more chances to come back, but I doubt Undone's is gonna throw away the match that easily. That was probably just them trying to end the game right there, trying to get something done. But they were kind of Anti-Eco Club was kind of ready for the support flashes there. So it was one of those things where they were kind of ready for it. It looks like they're going to try to do a full B rush here, or at least get banana control. And again, Jared's just off doing his own thing. Nice nade from Chop. Do a little bit of chop. Do a little bit of chip damage, not chop damage. Jared's over here losing his life, and now they're down to 2 players to try to take this B site. But again, you have a JCR who's coming on the site, and a Texas who's again detached from the pack. They're not even going in together. JCR's in pool, jumping on a site, getting kills, and you have Jared or Texas who's so far away over on car that he can't even help out. It took him forever to get there. So as much as I want to say, like, you know, good job to Undone, it seemed like there was just too many holes in Anti-Eco Club's plan, and Undone was just too good of a team, you know, to let that one go. All right, so I mean that was my general, you know, consensus on that one. But I mean, it was still one of those things where, you know, we enjoyed the match. We definitely, you know, loved seeing that and loved playing, you know, loved seeing, you know, all of our players here, CZ, Modem, Steel, everybody else here that, you know, unfortunately we don't have ourselves a Skadoodle, but, you know, they took both maps. They went ahead and won it 2-0. And, you know, it was fun. It was fun. That's for sure. And, you know, they won, you know, it was, they only got, Anti Club only got 11 rounds in both maps. It was a decent fight, but unfortunately, you know, somebody's got to lose. Modem ended up with a plus 22 KD, 39-17, 172 rating. You know, good job to him. You know, even our boy Steel ended up with a 26 and 23, but he didn't really get to do too much. He did get to op on Inferno, which was fun. And, you know, overall, you know, good job to, you know, Anti-Eco Club for at least putting up a fight, you know, not just giving up. You know, they fought hard all the way to the end, but Undone was just the better team, right? That's the general gist of this, is that they were the better team. Yeah. So I got to say, it was an absolute fun day of streaming. I've been doing this for now 10.5 hours. So it is time for me to get off. I appreciate everybody for coming in, everybody who followed, everybody who's been watching. You guys have been amazing. I will be back tomorrow streaming some more matches here. But in the meantime, wherever you're watching out in the world, go ahead and head over to PGL. Go watch some major tournament action. And I hope that your platinum coins are still intact, because mine currently are not. In the meantime, it was a pleasure. Take care, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.